There are many retired Mario characters who haven't been seen in ages and probably will not be seen again. Koopa Kid, Toadsworth, these little alien guys, all of these characters have not stood the test of time for one reason or another. Today I want to talk about one such retired character that really should have been taken out of retirement in Mario Party's most recent entry, Super Mario Party Jamboree. I am talking about the Pink Boo. Who were these brightly colored boos? Why were they created? Why have they been removed? And why do I think they should come back? Pink Boos were created, I think, for one main reason: to act as a certain NPC when the regular white Boo is otherwise preoccupied, either by being a playable character or, in the case of Mario Party 4, being one of the game's main hosts. Pink Boos appeared sparingly from Mario Parties 4 through 8, but I would say their most prominent appearances were in Mario Party 6 and 7. In Mario Party 6, Pink Boo was a major stage event that stole coins or stars from your opponents. And in Mario Party 7, Pink Boo was given the high honor of being the star-stealing trap. The reason these appearances are so important is because it makes Pink Boo responsible for stealing a player's star, which is one of the most impactful actions in all of Mario Party. Depending on what side of the steal you were on, this was either the face of doom or the face of victory. Pink Boos also appeared in any Boo-themed minigames such as Bonanza or Ghost in the Hall. The reason these Boos were pinkified is because the standard white Boo was a playable character. So if you were playing as the white Boo, you wouldn't be looking in a mirror during these minigames or during these board events. Mario Party has always had a strange relationship with whether or not a character should be playable or if a character should be an NPC. Just look at the back and forth struggle between the playable and NPC statuses of Bowser and Donkey Kong, who have long flip-flopped from being the owners of their own spaces and proprietors of theme minigames to playable characters. But this NPC/playable character mutual exclusivity reaches beyond just Donkey Kong and Bowser. Just look at how Toad and Toadette were unplayable in both Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars so that they could host the game. Too bad no other kind of Toad was available to be the host. Nope, it had to be them. Super Mario Party Jamboree decided to let go of a lot of these creative restrictions in favor of allowing more playable characters, much to the delight of the fans who wanted to see a roster as large as Jamboree's. Jamboree takes two approaches to balancing its use of playable characters and NPCs. The first approach is, if there is an NPC who is the same species as a playable character, that character will usually appear as an alternate color or with some sort of costume. For example, the Shy Guy in Shy Guy Says, who was red in other incarnations, is yellow in Jamboree so as to not contrast with the playable red Shy Guy. Also, the Goombas in Goomba Lagoon wear these little pirate bandanas so as to not be confused with the playable Goomba. And of course, you have got the giant glowing imposter Bowser, who is distinct from the normal-sized non-glowing Bowser. And if you want to hear more about imposter Bowser, check out my video on the subject, link in the description. The other approach to balancing playable and NPC characters is to just straight up ignore it, which is exactly what they did with Boo. Instead of NPC Boo being a different color or even having some sort of distinguishing feature, he is just identical to the playable Boo. This decision is made worse by the fact that Boo is one of the most important NPCs in Super Mario Party Jamboree, as he is the one who steals stars from opponents, a major part of winning the game. It's not that it's confusing. I don't find myself losing track of the game because the same Boo I'm playing against is also the Boo that's stealing stars. It also isn't immersion breaking because in-universe Boo is not a singular person but instead is its own species. Wait, is species the right word to use when talking about ghosts? Are ghosts a species? It's its own kind of entity. Really, the problem with Boo being both the coin and star thief as well as a playable character is that it's just a little repetitive. It's like this character already has a pretty prominent role in the game, being playable and all, but he's also this board event that appears on every board in the game. And this is made worse by the fact that there already was a character who should have filled this role, the Pink Boo. It would have been a nice callback to older Mario Party. It would have given us a new character to engage with. Really, the Pink Boo has just a little bit more personality. I always saw the Pink Boo as a bit more mischievous of a Boo. Maybe it's because of some of the Pink Boo dialogue, like this line where Pink Boo says, "Daytime is so lame," like sassy. The Pink Boo just comes off as a more chaotic character. The roles just fit so well. The standard Boo got to be playable. Pink Boo got to be an NPC. It was a good system. Why change it? But this is so much more than just a cosmetic difference. The lack of the Pink Boo in Super Mario Party Jamboree is actually indicative of a larger pattern of game design that limits the way certain characters are used within the game. Even though it's not confusing for the White Boo to be used as a board event even when the White Boo is playable, it certainly would be confusing for White Boo to be used in mini-games as an NPC. So for the most part, Boos are absent from Jamboree's minigames in a way they wouldn't have been if they were pink. Take, for example, the minigame Bonanza from Mario Party 6. This dual minigame challenges the player to herd these pink Boos into their respective corrals. If these Boos were white and not pink, this minigame would work terribly with a playable Boo. So, in a game where Pink Boo is not an option, Bonanza isn't an option either. But this affects more than just Boo-related minigames. Take, for example, the minigame Royal Rumpus from Mario Party 7. In this dual minigame, you and an opponent have to squish as many Goombas as you can before the timer runs out. In a game where Goomba is playable, you couldn't include Royal Rumpus, as the Goomba player would not be able to see where they are standing. They'd get too mixed up. However, if you turned Royal Rumpus into a castle-themed game and turned the Goombas silver, like the Castle Goombas seen in Super Mario All-Stars, you could now include that minigame in a game where the brown Goomba is playable. This design philosophy not only affects previous minigames being remade, but it also restricts the possibility of using these NPC characters in new minigames. This means that the NPC characters who you will see in new minigames will overwhelmingly be the NPCs who have pre-established alternate skins. You'll be seeing a lot more minigames that include Toads or Shy Guys and a lot fewer minigames including Goombas and Boos. Quick interruption. Then, back to the video. If you like watching me talk about Mario Party, maybe you would like to see me play it. You can, over on Cubicle Plays, where you can watch me play the games and thoroughly analyze every strategy and game mechanic there is. Now, back to the video. But really, the lack of pink Boos in Super Mario Party Jamboree only speaks to a more restrictive attitude on the developers towards the inclusion of more unique characters within the game. I mentioned at the beginning of this video characters like Cubicle, Toadsworth, and even these little alien guys, and I just kind of miss when Mario Party and the Mario series as a whole could include wacky characters like that. It seems now that every character is so carefully chosen, almost like they had to go through a multitude of executives in order to put each character in the game. Which, let's be real, that's exactly what happens now. Maybe there was a real discussion to put Pink Boo into the game. The idea must have come up at least once throughout development, so why not have Pink Boo in this game when Pink Boo was in past games? I think it just speaks to a wariness on the part of the developers to really expand upon the cast of characters they already have, and in a way, I do understand their perspective. For every character you add, even a character as simple as an alternate coloration, you have to consider a multitude of different impacts that could have on the rest of the game. You have to consider that character's color contrast to the stage and other characters. You have to consider their personality. You have to consider if they'll be immediately recognizable in their role. You have to consider if they'll be disliked. The current Mario Party developers may not even own the rights to the Pink Boo design at all, since a different studio made the Mario parties that the Pink Boo was in. The bottom line is, the standard white Boo was already pre-approved to be in the game, as that Boo is a Mario staple. The Pink Boo hasn't been seen since Mario Party 8, and it would probably have taken a lot of red tape to put Pink Boo into the game, so the developers decided to take the safe route. But those are my thoughts on the Pink Boo. What do you think? Do you remember Pink Boo? Do you think it should come back to Mario Party? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you like this Mario Party video, maybe you'd like to hear this other Mario Party video right here. Or if you want to watch me play Mario Party, check out this video right here. If you like what I do and want to see me do more of it, consider becoming a channel member or supporting my Patreon. Link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.